Hey there! It's possible that this is not going to be the most exciting video, because all I'm going to do today is to cycle along this canal. It's the Isarkanal, which actually has quite an interesting history, and I'm planning to make another video especially about this. But today I'm just gonna have a nice bike tour. I am now near the town of Moosinning, or actually between Moosinning and Erding. Erding is over there, about 2 kilometers from here, and my destination is about 18 kilometers this way. There's a little lake called See. I've never been there, so let's see. Let's go. I know the southern or southwestern part of the canal where I'm coming from quite well, but the direction where I'm going now is basically more or less unknown to me. So let's see, maybe some interesting things happen. Okay, so this already looks as if the trail is ending here, but now okay, we can get on a different trail which is larger and hopefully come back directly to the canal in a few meters. So what I'm actually hoping for, why I'm making this tour, is I hope to have a quiet trail without any car traffic, without too many people cycling around and so on. And as far as I know, on the southern part of the canal, this is actually the case. So you can cycle all along the canal with a few interruptions, but mostly it's fine. So let's see if this is also the case here in the northern part. Okay, let's see if we take this little trail. I'm not sure. Okay, seems to be doable. Nicely cross the bridge. So, fishermen. This place is actually quite close to Munich airport. So now I'm a few kilometers south of the airport, and my destination is going to be in the northeast of the airport. So this is the kind of cycling I am hoping for. I hope it will continue this way for many kilometers. Just nice, relaxing ride. Maybe I'm gonna add some meditational music later to the video, because that's what it is to me. Cycling some kind of meditation in the broadest sense. Here we already have one of the power plants along the canal. So there are quite a few small water power plants, and this is actually the main purpose of this canal. So let's check out this power plant. Let's see if we can get a better view by going down this staircase a little bit. Of course, you need to be very careful here. Okay, that's it. So, as I said, that's the main purpose. The main purpose of this canal is to extract some water from the Isar river, and this water is used to provide power for a number of small power plants. The whole thing has been built already in the 1920s, but as I said, I'm gonna explain it in more detail in an upcoming video, but this is actually one of the larger power plants here. I have to look, I forgot its name, but it produces, if I'm correct, about 30 megawatts of electric power. Okay, I think we can have a better view by going up the staircase here. Okay, so this is not the actual power plant here. This is like some kind of overflow canal. When there is too much water in the canal, the water will come out here. The actual power plant is the building on the other side. Maybe we can have a look, you can get a better look at it from up there. Yeah, that's it. Looks like I'm not able to get really closer to the power plant, but look at that huge building from probably the 1920s. Look at how huge it is, given the fact that it only produces about something between 20 or 30 megawatts of electrical power. So this is something like 1/50th of the amount that a medium-sized nuclear power plant produces. But at that time probably it was a lot, and of course still it's useful because it's renewable energy. Had to cross a road, but now the trail continues. Some farmers of this region use water from the canal for irrigation of their fields, which you can see over there. Okay, so the last part of the trail was quite difficult. I wasn't able to film there because it was very narrow right at the edge of the waterfront and partly completely overgrown. So I don't really recommend this, but it looks like it's getting much better now. You can see, you have to be careful not to slip into the water. Another power plant over there, a solar one, and it looks like this one has movable, or let's say rotatable panels. Something you don't see very often. You can see they are all oriented towards the current position of the sun. One of the things I like about cycling along the canal is that when you are on this dam, you have a slightly elevated position which gives you a really good view over the surrounding landscapes, the towns. Now, the landscape here is, as you can see, completely even. And it's called the Erdinger Moos, and you can imagine why they built the Munich airport here, just a few kilometers this way. So it's a perfect place, at least from a technical or economical point of view. Maybe not so much from an ecological point of view. And here we have the next power plant. Looks really similar to the previous one. And I think I have to leave the dam once again. Maybe it would be better on the other side. No, it's close as well. So I think I have to go down there and find some other trail or street. So let's see. Doesn't look great. It's closed here as well. So, but again, look at this massive building from probably the early or mid 19th century. Okay. Let's see how I can get around this plant. So this is where I came from. Over there is the power plant. It's all closed. So looks like my only option will be to follow this overgrown trail here and see where it leads me to. So the problem is always you don't know what kind of plants they are growing, and I'm a little bit afraid of getting a flat tire. So that was pretty bad, but only about, let's say, 500 meters, 600 meters. And first I thought, oh, here it completely ends, but as you can see, there is a staircase leading down to a small country road. I first thought that this is a river and I had to go back completely. So now the question is, should I go to the left or to the right? I think... Okay, I'm just gonna have a look at Google Maps and then decide. Fortunately, at least I hope, I have internet here. That was a bit confusing. Took me about 20 minutes to find my way back, going through the town of Eiting, I think it's called. But I'm back at the canal, as you can see. Don't fall into the water. So I'm on the other side now, and I think I have to follow this trail. So let's get on the bike and continue. Nice little waterfall here. Look at that. So there's a little creek, and interestingly, the water level here is much higher than the water level of the canal. Also, the whole region, okay, another airplane, the whole region is completely even, but yeah, if you look closer, you see that there actually are differences in height. But let's have a look at this. Another little creek. Nice mix of nature and, let's say, industrial architecture. So these are the things you need to consider. When you build a canal, you have to consider that there are also other waterways, rivers, creeks, whatever, that you might cross. Again, I had about 4 or 5 kilometers that went by really smooth. And here we get to another interesting building. So look at this interesting structure. At this place, the canal splits into, let's say, 2 ways. Currently, most of the water, or all of the water, goes straight in this direction. And this is actually the direction I'm going to follow, but there is another path over there, and it looks like you could open these doors and close these ones, and then the water, or at least part of the water, will flow in the other direction. But it looks like actually this hasn't been used for many years. Another creek with water flowing into the canal. Nice pedestrian bridge over there, and I think I'm going back to the other side, to the left side, because this is where my destination, the lake, should be. So what I can say right now is that actually most of the paths went really smoothly. Also, there were two places where I really got stuck and didn't actually know where to continue. But if you know that, it's all fine, I would say. So really, most of the tour was just like this. You're driving on the dam, having a nice view over the landscape. With just a few exceptions. I'm just about to reach my destination. The lake should be right here behind these trees. And I'm gonna follow the canal until I get to this bridge over there, and then I will turn left. So, all in all, I have to say, it was a great experience cycling along the canal. Okay, there were two places where I kind of got lost, but of course, if you are better prepared than myself, this should not happen. So I will write a comment in the video description where exactly these critical places are, but actually it's quite simple. When you notice that the trail along the canal gets really bad, so if it looks like this, what you can see here, it's absolutely fine, you can continue. But when it starts getting overgrown with weed, or it turns into really a single trail, you should better take another path. So I would say if you do that, it's a great experience. And you know, oh, here's the lake, and already see the water. It isn't even that small. So all in all, it's a great experience. And of course you can also cycle all the way from the beginning in Munich until somewhere near Landshut, I think, where the canal goes back to the Isar river. I think the total length is about 50 kilometers, maybe it's 40, maybe it's 60, but something like that. Okay, so okay, here's the lake. So I think I'm not gonna film anymore. Just sit down, maybe get something to drink at the lake, and then return. So see you next time. Bye bye.